Well, Perrysburg Schools is still facing financial trouble. 3 times in a row now, the district has failed to pass a levy. Now, to save money, it's considering redrawing the boundaries for its elementary schools. Steve Iwanek is live in Perrysburg. Steve, you were at the meeting tonight to discuss the redrawing. How did it go?
Yeah, well, Kaylee, this meeting was an update for the public to hear the latest proposal on redistricting those elementary school maps. Now, the superintendent tells me that this would save the district a lot of money while also creating classroom space.
We don't have the funds to operate the buildings that we have now currently.
Budget concerns. It's been the theme of Perrysburg schools in recent years, which is why some kids at the 4 Perrysburg elementaries may be going to a different building next year.
We understand this is really hard for families. It's hard for students to think about change.
The district failed to pass a $13.5 million operating levy this past November. That made up 17% of the annual operating budget. Superintendent Tom Hosler says one way to save some cash is to change how elementary schools look.
Redistricting in a way that allows us to establish clear and defined elementary boundaries.
The district shared its plans for redrawing boundary lines Thursday night. These new lines would group neighborhoods together, which helps to avoid overlapping bus routes and help balance class sizes. It wouldn't necessarily move students to the closest school, though. Hosler also says the move will also delay the need to buy new classroom trailers.
All those things together, I think, can ultimately lead to anywhere between $400,000 to $500,000 savings a year. So it is something that we need to pursue. It's something that we need to look at.
So how many kids will this affect?
We're looking at 1/3 of the students that will be impacted by this.
That's about 660 students across the 4 buildings. The parents we spoke with say they think the plans are fair. Erin O'Rear has 2 kids at Frank Elementary that would move to Toth if the plan is approved. And despite the change, she thinks it's a smart idea.
I definitely think this is a good and necessary change when you look at the current map. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense. This is definitely something that's needed, and it's going to save a good amount of money. I think that hopefully the taxpayers will see and realize that changes and cuts are being made that will help with these concerns.
The Hosler told me that if the plan is approved by the Board of Education, the changes would take effect starting next school year. The board will hear a final plan proposal at its next meeting on Tuesday, February 18th. In Perrysburg, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.